Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here. And what the shit taco just happened, man? Today's throwback is based on a movie that really intrigued me and probably a ton of other moviegoers in this world. And it is the film that came out back in 2012 based on the novel written by David Mitchell, and that is Cloud Atlas. Directed by three people, one whose name I don't want to talk about because I'm going to probably mess it up, but the people who I do know are the Wachowskis, who have done work on movies like The Matrix, V for Vendetta, and one of my personal favorites, Speed Racer. Now, I have to say that based on the nature of what this book was about transferred into film, there was no other duo that I felt should take the helm except for the Wachowskis, because they make these movies that are just so different and so unorthodox that they basically, while they may not be the greatest films, people say, yeah, that is definitely the Wachowskis, and they're the only ones that could have done this. So, what is Cloud Atlas about? I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna try and give you my own perception on what I think it's about. The tagline of the movie is, everything is connected, and what it is it's a movie that takes place in various points in time. And it's basically about all of these characters and all of these said times, and while they have no idea they are connected, in some shape or form, they're all related to each other, and basically what your actions are in a certain period of time will translate further down the line as to what you will become in your future versions of yourself, and it's up to you to make those calls when you hit these junctions and crossroads as to whether you want to go in one direction or whether you want to go in another direction, and it will end up being good for you or end up being bad for you. I think that's what Cloud Atlas was about. What I will say that was very impressive to me was the cast. Tom Hanks, Hugo Weaving, Jim Sturgis, Jim Broadbent, Susan Sarandon, Halle Berry, and probably the one person who I was very impressed with, Duna Bai. And Jim Sturgis as well. But what I was very impressed about was, of course, some of the visual effects, especially in the areas that took place in the far future, and the makeup was absolutely phenomenal. I saw so many versions of Tom Hanks and Halle Berry and Jim Broadbent, etc. Never saw them in roles like this before, and all of the time that they had to do to put themselves into different character personas, take on different roles, take on different actions, and sit most likely for countless hours in makeup rooms. I give them all the ultimate kudos for taking on a task like this. Unfortunately, I really didn't see myself enjoying this movie, especially when it had finished. There were points in time where it was just dragging, and I was saying to myself, oh my lord, when is this movie going to be over? I didn't find anything wrong with the acting, though. I thought that all the actors that were in this movie did a fantastic job, but it was just the plot, and a lot of people who have read the book, my girlfriend read the book, and she couldn't even finish the book because she just got so lost and confused in it. And I feel that that was this movie's major downfall. I appreciate the originality. I appreciate the large amount of effort that was put into this movie to make it work. But as a whole, it just ended up being a big mess. And I will let it be somewhat redeemed, but it's not going to get such a high rating from me. I'm giving Cloud Atlas 1.5 out of 4. So if you've seen Cloud Atlas, throw your comments in there. I want to know if you guys saw something that I missed. I know that I got a lot of comments when I reviewed Life of Pi, so I'm wondering if the same will be said about Cloud Atlas. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and actions speak louder than words.